Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account. The Mystic Star Zone is done. We're going to go ahead and collect our rewards up in there, and then we're going to be looking to get some copies of Vika. Now overall, I don't want the desired hero summons to go to waste. We have 68,000 diamonds. Also have quite a few additional summons in there. Now with that being said, guys, we haven't seen a wilder hero in a considerable amount of time. My thoughts is the next hero that is going to be coming down the pipeline is going to be a wilder, because at this point, guys, we only have Trishia that we need, I believe, 3 more copies of to get them, and literally every single one of them up to 5 stars, which is kind of crazy. But let's hop in here, guys. Mystic Star Zone, let's collect up our loot. Now, overall, we came in first. That is right, guys. Number 1, big shout out to the guild. We did come in first, so let's go ahead and open these up. I'm going to start with the smaller ones. Now, overall, when you look at the loot in here, guys, not only are you getting baits, but you're getting double sets of engraving mats, and we are getting right here 500 po coins from one single chest. So I am very happy with the loot, even looking here at some of the essence that we're getting, but picking up a lot of baits, picking up a lot of the engraving mats are going to make a big difference, especially because we do have a couple of heroes that we are looking to build out. And maybe we will find that 1 in a million red chest that we get out of here with an awakened hero. But I haven't seen one. Having 3 different accounts, I still am 0 for forever that we have never seen this chest. But right there's another 15 baits. There we go. We got another 750 po coins right there. Definitely adding those up. And then, of course, the essence. Like I said earlier, guys, with that, the essence that we're getting out of here, going to make a big difference. And there we go. Our last final 10 just gives us some more resources. Now we have 13 for this, guys. The first 10 yield us, boom. All right, we got 2 chests. We got 5 and 5, so not too bad. Got time emblems, got Stargazer scrolls, got 500 right there. And I don't like the arcane staffs, guys. Now, funny thing, we only have 2 of those. What are they going to give us here, guys? We got 1 more chest, and I believe that gives us the ability to actually build one of our heroes. I'm going to have to look, but that is all of our chests out of here. But like I was saying, I believe that is 20, which means through the Mystic Star Zone, we did get a full chest in its entirety right there, guys. And I believe we're going to be building the Awakened version of Belinda. I already do have double copies right there. So this is actually going to work out pretty perfectly with these, because I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to build up all of these. So that, of course, is going to yield me 60 shards of the hero. Those 60 shards are going to give me a copy. Very nice. Which, of course, is going to allow me to take that Awakened version of Belinda up to 4 stars. So that's going to make a big difference, guys, because remember, we also do have this hero already at 3 stars, but also already at an E80. So this, of course, is going to add some more stats on there, or some more abilities with adding the additional stars on there. So she is at 4 stars, guys. Very, very cool to see. Now, of course, out of here, we did get 9 of these 24-hour and then the 24-hour chests. Let's go ahead. That's another 3,500 essence. Bring us to 27. And of course, the arcane staffs. Not too impressed. I feel like these absolutely 100% should not be in the red chest. I could see them putting them in the regular chest, but the red chest, I feel like, are just really an overkill. Let's go ahead and pop open these stones as well. We have 7 elite hero stones, guys, which gives us, there we go. We got a copy right there of Ivan. I will definitely take that. Unfortunately, no Celestial or Hypogean. And then the final one gives us, again, just some more food. So we're going to continue just recycling those heroes like we always have in the past, guys. Even though there's another copy of Fane. Let's knock out these summons. And again, I'm going to be using my diamonds in here. Now we have 226 Stargazer scrolls. We're going to save those, because if we're building Gavis, we're going to have to save those to use them. Here we're already at 314, so pretty happy so far. We're going to get more when the release is coming. Now remember, tomorrow is patch day. Tuesday is going to be global release of the heroes. Eugene, we still have kind of a question mark on how we're going to be getting that hero. And an elite right off the bat, which is Arden. Again, just this is kind of regular summons. I think at this point we have everyone except Vika. I think Vika is the only one. And a triple, guys, look at that. And look at his Valoris. So we got a hypo right there, guys. Very cool. Now, unfortunately, not used anymore. But you know what? 1 copy closer will definitely do it. That is pretty cool to see. Wasn't an awakened hero, but that's okay. Now this one, of course, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna switch to the Maulers because overall we have Vika to build. We also have a few other ones right here. We have Naruko and we do have Crescio. So all of them need copies. So I'm gonna actually burn through all these cards, guys. Hopefully we can get a copy, which there is Crescio. Now Crescio, of course, still being used in a lot of different game modes. It's kind of interesting that we're still seeing a lot of utility out of the hero, also seeing a lot of push when it comes to the tower itself. But I was hoping maybe one of these are going to yield one of our, and it does not. I was hoping for an elite in there. We got 2 summons out of here. Again, hoping for literally anything out of our companion points. We burn through these all the time, and we got another elite, which is copy of Jerome. I will absolutely take that copy of Jerome, guys, giving us a little bit more resources. So let's hop in here, see what we can do and what kind of damage we can pull to get just a couple copies of the hero right off the bat. And that is our unlock, guys. Now, we did put the hero in the furniture summons, but the furniture itself, I'm going to save as of right now because we don't know what is coming. And I want to make sure that we got Eugene and we got Gavis in there, just depending on the hero. So there's number 2. That takes her to Elite Plus. And remember, out of here, we can pull 8. Now, the reason why we can pull 8 copies of the heroes out of here is because of our VIP level, guys. That does yield us extra copies. Now, remember, those 8 copies are all that we need to get the hero up to Ascended. So we actually have enough desired hero pulls to get the hero to Ascended. Testing her out a little bit earlier today did seem pretty promising. But overall, we're going to have to wait and see. And we're just pulling singles here, guys. We're going to have to wait and see how effective she is going to be in a couple different game modes. What does that give us? That gives us 2 of 8. We only have to pull 2 more. So hopefully it's not going to burn through all the rest of the diamonds, which 1, 2, 3. Boom, there we go. And then, of course, let's see if it's going to do the exact same, guys. 1, 2, 3. Also, I have a lot of food, a lot of fodder in here that we can actually use because right there, our hero slots are full. Boom, and I believe that might take Jerome to 5 stars as well, guys. Very nice. He is maxed out. Still got to build him up a little bit more when it comes to the engraving, but that does take him to 5 stars, so we're going to have to build him out. Then, of course, we do have who we got, Granite, and we got K-Sauce in here. Going to go ahead and take her to Legendary. There is our Legendary Plus. Already have a lot of food sitting down here, which we're going to have to recycle some of that. So there is Mythic. And then there is our Mythic Plus. Then we need, I believe, 2 more copies of her. And that should be done. Let's go ahead and use these cards, see if we can pull possibly a copy of her. And there is Thisu. And our second pull in here yields us a copy of Inoki. So unfortunately, did not get that additional copy. But there we go, guys. There is 1. That leaves us 0. So that should be good. That should be all 8. With the other copy, and just like that, guys, we get that animated frame. Very cool. So we can take them to Ascended pretty easy. We did use a considerable amount of diamonds when it came to building her out, but ultimately, guys, the Stargazer summons will come in time. And I feel like if we do need the hero, if there is a game mode where she is best in slot, we will absolutely have the ability to go ahead and pick her up out of there. Now, of course, she also is in the heroic ship, so that means we're going to get some resources out of here. Just having her built up. We got a couple more copies right there. Boom, some more Twisted Essence. Also got some gear. And of course, the animated frame. That's what we were kind of looking for in here. Very cool. So I'm going to replace the Radish. And I keep using the most current one, guys. Now, we know the Panda Bear is coming. So with that being said, I'm going to save some of these up for the Panda Bear. We're going to use Vika. And again, I don't like some of the frames because you can see it almost hides her entire face because of the nose at the end. Looks like most of these are going to do the exact same, guys. They have something kind of on that end. There we go. That one's kind of dropped back a little bit. I like that one. Let's go ahead and use that one. There we go, guys. So there is Vika. Again, I haven't seen that many pictures of Vika out here. That's one of the reasons why I did want to pick her up. Now, library, we're continuing to build the Elder Tree. This, of course, is going to give us another level, guys. But this is taking them to 193. That is right, guys. Elder Tree is crushing it, 167 on those subtrees right there. And then, of course, in the store, we've been buying a lot out of here, but we also have the ability to recycle a lot of the heroes. Now, I'm saving up my guild coins because remember, we are going to have Eugene that shows up in the shop pretty soon. This is all built out. We still have 52K here. When I go back and I recycle a lot more, we could definitely pick up a lot more heroes. And then in here, we need one copy of Alna, guys, and Alna will be completely built as well. That will take Alna to 5 stars, which means we just have Mortis left. And that is it, guys. When Mortis is complete, we will have all of the heroes out of the shop as it sits today, with the builds and with the heroes that we have. Now, when it comes to these specific chests, guys, I just choose the weapon. I'm not really too worried about it. And again, we have quite a few tier 1, tier 2 stones. Also, I have kind of a lineup up here. And then resource-wise, I think I'm going to save it. And the reason being, guys, we have 524 chests. Now, again, if we decide that we're going to build Gavas, I don't want to burn 300 of these on Vika. We're going to have to see exactly where she comes in. Ultimately, we might go ahead and use those. But the same with our elemental cores and with our shards. Shards, we have a lot in there. But overall, with the cores, we need 4,500 to get to the E60, which means we're a little bit short of the 9,000 essentially we need right now. But again, shards we're going to have to take a look at because we're stockpiling shards pretty quick, but a majority of heroes are pretty well engraved. Again, when you look at heroes that don't have at least the plus 30, a majority of the primary heroes do already have the plus 30. Because what I actually did was going through here and looking at the treasure scramble, and going through again a couple different game modes, making sure that all of the primary heroes that I possess, that I actually had them and I had the ability to build them out based on what we needed for the cursed realm, based on what we needed for the nightmare corridor. So making sure again that we have those key heroes built out within formations. Even going through the battle history, guys, is looking so 30-30 not built, 30-30. And this is kind of how I built it. So there we could build up Source a little. That's just going to be a little bit of damage mitigation. Even here we have Lorzen, which is still used quite a bit. We could build up Screg a little bit in that formation. So we do have a few. Crescio we could definitely take up a little bit higher. And then Rain, again, some of these don't make a big difference, but I definitely have to right here, guys. I have to build out and I have to farm out a lot of the collections. Collections are really going to make a big difference in a lot of different game modes. But again, plus 30s, we have a significant amount of plus 30s, which again, I might build out Lorzen. That's actually a pretty interesting one. Now, Lorzen, of course, pretty unique with the linking ability for what he does. But I want to say increase the duration of stunning if a linked enemy dies. See, it's pretty situational. That's why some of these I haven't built out yet. Even looking at Screg, I believe Screg, and I know we have the skin on Screg. That's why it always kind of looks funny. But even looking at the Screg, guys, when enemies are within striking range of Screg and deal damage to them, they lose haste. So again, it's not a huge effectiveness within the heroes to burn some of the resources. But ultimately, I might. Then again, looking in here, we do also have Guineas. Guineas is probably one, just being a newer hero, that I feel like we could probably build out Guineas a little bit. But even looking like Vika, once we do put a star on Vika, we can absolutely build that up a little bit further. Now in here, gains insight and proficiency when the gyro is spinning at high speed. Plus 30 or plus 10, we have no problem. Plus 20, we have no problems. Plus 30, we're going to have to see exactly what we're going to use with this hero to build her up. And even there, guys, we have quite a few additional ones to build her out a little bit further. Gear, I'm going to go ahead. There we go. All Mauler gear on her. I'm going to build out now. Interesting enough, a mage, and we do have 2 more mages that are coming. Again, pretty interesting, but I'm happy to have her built, guys. I know it took a considerable amount of diamonds, but overall, looking at the damage, guys, there were formations where she was hitting almost 900 million damage in level deficiencies. So again, it's going to be pretty interesting to see exactly where we build her out. Again, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to gear her out. I feel like we need to add some collections in here because as you can see, I haven't really farmed many collections. All the ones that I have are already equipped. It's a game mode that I'm not super happy with, and I want to run it at least the 10 times so we can auto it through, making it incredibly easy to get through there. So I do have to spend some time and effort getting through the collections. And I feel like that's going to make a really big difference when it comes to that Cursed Realm and that Nightmare Corridor when we continue in there. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.